Trump is getting played, rates are on the rise, and markets are tanking. This conflict will just not go away. And I blame the current administration for one, thinking that you were going to be any different than any previous administration, that you were going to be able to get some level of a ceasefire agreement, take the uranium, and all was going to be well. Again, you're dealing with a terrorist regime. They have an ideology that we obviously cannot understand. So now the fact that we've drugged this out for 2 months, thinking that we're going to get some level of a ceasefire, and now we're going back in militarily, which we could have done just back then, and it probably would be over at this point, just leads me to believe that our administration, President Trump in particular, got played. And if Iran decides to respond militarily, once again, we are going to be back in a military conflict, and you are going to see elevated interest rates. We saw core CPI come out today. It was a little bit less than what was anticipated. The rest of it came in right at forecast, and it's over 4%, which is alarming in itself. But it held 10-year treasuries in check. But that's going to be until overnight. Everyone is sitting right now waiting to see if Iran is going to respond. And if they do, you're going to see an escalation, and we're going to be back into a military conflict with them. And I believe it's going to then escalate to potential boots on the ground, which is not going to be good. We are going to see that treasury from here move up into your 4.6, 4.7, 4.8, and God forbid it gets up to 5. We're going to be looking at rates once again back at the 7% level. So who am I with all these predictions? My name is Kevin Weedmark, aka the Mortgage Mouth. Each and every day I come to you with what happened in the marketplace, what happened to interest rates, what do we got coming down the pike, and should we float or lock? So make sure you hit that subscription button so you never miss a beat. As I have been all week so far, I am in the lock camp. If you are sitting there and you need to lock, make sure you're strategic. Make sure you're utilizing yield spread premium. If you're not, you're going to be paying closing costs now. And when rates are anywhere from 0.5% to 1% lower than they are today, you're going to want to refinance, and you've lost thousands of dollars. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, or your lender will not disclose what they're making on the deal and what their yield spread is, then you need a new lender, and you need to give this guy right here a call. I lend in all 50 states. So once again, just to rehash, I totally expect interest rates to be higher tomorrow. We get more data tomorrow with initial jobless claims and more inflationary data. I don't really expect that to move the market unless it comes in way higher than forecast. All right, y'all, until tomorrow, cheers.